Okay, this is going to be a short and sweet, quick little mat class. So we're going to start lying on our back. Go ahead, lie down. We're going to just take a couple of breaths, just nice and calm. Let your back settle. Breathing a little deeper, that nice broadening into the back body. And just letting the arms settle at your side. Now we're going to start with a little pre-Pilates. So I'm just trying to find my level pelvis. A little bit of abdominal tone. I'm going to go ahead and pick one leg up, in my center nice and still, and pick up the leg, the second leg. I'm going to go down, keeping my back nice and anchored to the mat, and down. Super simple, nice and calm. Trying to keep that my back stays connected to the mat, and I'll pick up that second leg, and then going ahead and bringing my feet down. We're going to do one last little add-on. I'm going to bring my legs up one by one, make sure I keep my back down on that. Good, now I'm going to do alternate toe taps. So from here, I'm going to just travel my leg down, tap the toe, and then switch legs. I'm trying not to bend my knee. This is a movement from my hip joint. And I'm keeping my back body anchored to the mat. No arching. Abdominals should be feeling like they're getting some work. Do one more tap each toe. And then bring the feet down one, and then the other. Good, I'm just going to readjust my feet. Hip didn't spot, toes pointing forward. We're going to go into some pelvic curls. So go ahead and tilt the pelvis. Keep curling the tailbone up as you roll up through your spine. Think of the knees reaching forward, the tailbone curling under. And I'm going to roll down vertebra by vertebra, relaxing my back down to the mat. And again, so I'm going to rotate my pelvis, drawing the deep abdominals in, peeling my spine up. Knees are reaching forward. I'm trying to press the whole of my foot down into the floor, almost pulling my heels back a little tiny bit, and then rolling back through the mat, through the spine. One last time, deepen the abdominals, tilt the pelvis, peel the back off the mat. Reaching the knees, curl the tailbone under. And I'm going to add on a little arm reach on this one. So reaching the arms to the ceiling and then stretching back over my head. And I'm trying to feel as if I'm really tall through the crown of my head, reaching my arms. And I'm going to breathe out and just roll down vertebra by vertebra, back of the ribs, back of the waist, lower back, and then pelvis. So I feel nice and lengthened out at the end. I'm going to take my hands behind my head and move on into some abdominal strengthening. So breathe out, chest lift up, glancing at the knees, and then lengthening the spine back down. Feel as if you're carrying your head, so there's no kind of pulling on your neck. You're curling the upper back, curl the chest up to look up, and then go ahead and stay back down. Now we're going to move on into a little bit of the 100 on the next one. So breathe out, curl the chest up. We're going to reach the arms, grab your legs, and just see if you can curl a little bit higher with your upper back. Okay, keep the heavy pelvis. We're going to bring our legs up one by one. Hug the heels, reach the arms long, and I'm going to breathe in, and then breathe out. Now if you're strong and fit, you can straighten your legs. However, if you're feeling your neck a little bit, just put your head down and take a break. It can be as challenging as you want or as modified as you need. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Take a rest, rest your head. We're going to rock up to sit. We're going to keep this moving. It's going to be short and sweet. So half roll back, reaching the arms out, rounding the spine into that C curve, and we're going to curl the tailbone to roll back. And then breathe out and round forward. We're going to continue with our half roll backs. However, if you do a lot of Pilates, you're happy going into full roll-ups, you can progress into that more challenging one. I'm going to do 2 more half roll backs. And breathe out. And then the last one, I'm going to roll all the way down onto my back. Take my time and rest my head. Good. Quick little stretch here. So I'm going to hold behind my leg. I'm going to straighten and bend my knee. And then a couple of times flex and point the ankle. Hug that knee and take a little hip stretch. Place the foot down, second side. So we're going to stretch, bend. Point flex. And hug my knee in. Good, now we're going to rock up to sit, so hug 2 knees in, rock yourself up. We're going to just do a quick spine stretch forward, so take the legs out, reach the arms out, grow tall through your back, and we're going to nod the head round the spine and stretch forward. And then roll back up to sit. Try and sit up really nice and tall, just one more time. Inhale, and then exhale to round. And then rolling back up to sit tall. Good. Now we're going to flip over onto our tummy, do a little bit of spine extension. So lying on your front, hands back, elbows pointing, reaching the legs out. I'm firstly going to prioritize elongation. So growing tall, shoulders slightly back. I'm going to lift my chest and imagine I'm shining my sternum forward across the mat. And then coming back down. Grow tall, inhale to extend the spine, chest forward, and back. Final time, grow tall, shoulders back, chest forward, and back. Now I'm going to move back into my rest position, so push back with your hands, sit back, sit on your heels unless your knees are bothering you, take a couple of nice deep breaths, breathing in, and out. Moving on into a little cat stretch, so super simple, on your hands and knees, round your spine, curl the tail under, lengthen to a flat back, and a little tiny arch. One more time, round the spine, curl in, and then lengthen the tail out to a little flat back, tiny extension. Coming to natural curve, so sort of tabletop back, we can do a thread the needle. So taking one arm off the mat, twisting under, almost shoulder down to the floor, bringing myself back, second side, reaching under, and coming back. Now I'm going to move on into a little front support, so on my hands and knees, and stepping out into a plank, just holding myself in a body weight plank for a few breaths, pushing the floor away, lifting through the crown of the head, holding it here for a while. Now, if you need to take a break, have a rest, otherwise just stay here for a couple more moments. We're going to lift our hips up in a minute into an up stretch position. So pitch the hips up, bring the feet in slightly. Good. So when we're here, we're getting a lovely stretch in the back of the body. We're going to just bend the knees one by one. Get a lovely calf stretch. And I'm going to walk my hands and feet towards each other. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you might need. Good. And then here, just let the knees bend and straighten a little bit. Just have a little stretch. And then we're going to relax our arms. Roll yourself up to standing. And then finishing with some just simple rises. So spreading out the toes. Standing nice and tall. And I'm just going to rise up and down. Try and keep a gentle pressure through the 10 toes. Nice and calm, growing tall through the top of the head. Good, 3 more times. Lowering the heels, just taking a little stretch up with your arms. Really big breath in, circle the arms out and down, and that's it. Short and sweet.